I'm back again. Salute to the team out there. They give a damn about America. That's Patty Mills right there if you don't know. Salute. My last two videos been about this topic. I could be doing more important things, focused on more important topics. Hold on, let me do something right quick. I'm tripping. I could be focused on more important topics. But I gotta worry about this because every time I get on on TikTok, somebody is talking about some black Afro, delusion because we want to be American. They're saying we're delusional for want to be American, but they coming over here to be American. I don't know what to do. I want to retire from the game and just go away because there's something going on. This is obviously mental. Like, look at this man. This man is a light-skinned indigenous man from Australia. He's also Moorish. He's a Moor. He's from the Meriam tribe. The Dugadoo Meriam tribe. He's an indigenous Australian. He played basketball. He used to play for the San Antonio Spurs. Same color as me. He's not a black man. Right? Well, he might be a little lighter. I don't know. But yeah, I really don't like doing these videos because there's people in Africa that really rock with us. You feel me? It's people over there in Africa that really rock with us, bro. In Ghana, Sierra Leone, all them little countries over there, they really like us. But we are not African. That's not our name. We have a name in America. We are the Americans. You feel what I'm saying? And I have to do these videos because they keep disrespecting our intellect. You got to understand, our public schools in Chicago look like universities. Our high schools look like universities in Chicago. We are not used to poverty. Regardless of what the news are bombarding us with negative information and images about our people, we are used to brick buildings in America. We are used to brownstones and fresh water. We are used to the best. Regardless of the Europeans coming over here attacking us, we are still used to the best in America. We don't have school outside in forests where lions can come snatch us up and tigers. We good in America. We don't have wild beasts running around the jungle looking to eat us. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't got crocodiles in the rivers ready to snatch us up over here. We safe in America, regardless of what these people talking about. We good in America. Yeah, there's some knuckleheads out here causing trouble, but for the most part, we good in America. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm bringing this issue up. I'm focusing on it. Like I say, it's other things I can be focused on. Please tap that screen. It's always best to support the cause. No matter what, support your own kind. Support the brother, not the other. Because this is the time to come together. Because look what Trump doing in the White House for his buddies, his billionaire buddies. Trump and his billionaire buddies looking out for each other. We got to look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? We got to really think about that. Stop really hating, bro. But anyway, this is a indigenous Australian. He can be an indigenous man, but they telling me I can't. I got to be from Africa. Or, if not that, I'm a mixed European. You feel me? They attacking our character. We the best of the best. We got all this evidence that we built up America. We been here. A lot of us are free people. They want to relegate us to a status of being brought over here on a boat or mixed. If you light-skinned, you mixed. If you dark-skinned, you from Africa. We are under attack. And when are y'all going to accept the proper leadership so we can defend our legacy over here? And, protect our brand. That's what I'm on. I'm not playing. My life, I can't stay young forever, obviously. And I want to use my youth to defend y'all and fight for all cause against these busters out here playing with us. They got Hollywood playing these movies, these Crip and Blood movies. These gangbanger movies, Hollywood did that. We didn't do that. We didn't authorize Hollywood to put these movies out here. Now the whole world think we some busters out here gangbanging and some sluts. You know what I'm saying? They out here thinking that we some type of busters and our females are some busters. That's all they do. They put Hollywood out there. Now Africa, everybody think that we some weirdos because of Hollywood. So I'm blaming Hollywood. I'm blaming the church. I'm blaming all of these people that's been attacking our character, trying to make us look bad because we got the most flavor, because we get it most popping. You know what I'm saying? We get it way more popping than everybody else. Everybody attracted to us. So we always under attack. When are y'all going to stand up for your legacy in America? And what your ancestors fought for the last, it's been like 600 years since the European been here. You got to fight for your legacy. I'm fighting for my legacy as an American, and with y'all combined with with me, we ain't gonna lose. They don't have what it take to go against me and my mouthpiece, and I'll teach y'all the game on how to stand up for yourself vocally, because I'm sick and tired of these people taxing us, pricing us out of our land, gentrifying us, disrespecting us on a rinky-dink news, and all these tethers playing with us. I'm tired of it. I demand respect. I don't play no games. Ain't nobody playing with me, fam. So that's how I want for all of my people in the South and in the Midwest, out West, even in New Jersey and Baltimore. Y'all deserve respect. So it's time to get on one accord. We've always been on one accord with the soul music, the R&B, the rap. We all together in America. So we got to be together on this consciousness of defending this culture, fam. I'm telling you, bro, like y'all are tripping. People disrespecting us in this rinky-dink news that this United States government and these rinky-dink clowns, playing with us like they determining us and our future. No, they don't. They don't have no authority over us, bro. We the only people that's been stepping up, fighting, telling them they don't have no jurisdiction over us. And you know what I'm talking about. This is how I know that some of these clowns on TikTok are clowns. We are the only group of people that say they don't have jurisdiction over us. And y'all will let them tell us we ain't from here. This how y'all going in the mind. Think about what I'm saying. We are the only organization and people that teach y'all nationality. Y'all are from America. You're not a color. And y'all have let them convince them that we are not from here as Moorish people. Since Noble Drew Ali been here, they've been teaching y'all are not a color, you're not Negro, you're not black, you're not an Afro. But you are letting these Indians and these clowns like Lamp tell y'all we're not from here, because we are the only people telling you they can't determine our nationality. They can't tell you nothing. They can't even tell the Mexicans nothing. So how they gonna tell you something? You know what I'm saying? They can't even tell the immigrants nothing, but they can tell you something if you in the criminal self is a color and a civilian. Somebody asking them for favors and man, you feel me? I'm trying to get y'all to step up now while the boss of the bosses is here. We bossed up. We not playing with these people, bro. We know how to be diplomatic. We know how to talk for ourselves when it comes to representation. But y'all want to be divided with these religions and all of this color game stuff, and mama said I was this, all that. Nationality is the order today. What is your nation and your flag and your constitution and your government that's going to speak for you on a governmental level? That's what we on. We're not arguing with no religion and no people talking about they live in teepees with no feathers. We're not playing them games, bro. You got to have the ultimate strategies, the ultimate military government, man. Feathers. We're not playing them games, bro. You got to have the ultimate strategies, the ultimate military government, man. I'm going to say this one more time. It's only been one group of people in America telling y'all from here, you're not a color, nationality, and you have let them convince you they are not from here. A man like me from Chicago, they're telling you I'm not from here. Make it make sense. These are the games y'all people are playing out there. And you will be cursed by the sun, Ra, for playing with your own kind. We don't got time to be divided with these goofies. Anybody causing a division like that, old fool, lamp, OG lamp, Lando, dudes like that causing division, they have an ulterior motive because that's what all people do. They cause division to try to seem like they proving a point. We don't got no time for no divisions. It's other groups out here doing way more damage that we can be talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, the perverted community. But y'all would rather attack us because we represent what's real, what's loving, what's truthful, what's peaceful. Y'all would rather try to bully us because we got something. You know, we really got something going on, and y'all want to try to bully us and say we ain't from here when y'all know we are from here. Like, stop playing with me, bro. Like, we are from here. We're not taking no stuff from Europeans. We're not taking no stuff from tethers. You know what I'm saying? This our culture. We've been doing this. We know the math. We got the science. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing, bro. Like, I don't like. I'm a giving man. I'm charitable. I don't mind helping. You know, we're helpful. But when it comes to disrespect, we cannot tolerate it. We are not African. We are not Afro. We are not a color. Colors, that's the vision. We come in all colors, fam. We don't just come in dark black. No baby is born black anyway. Babies come out light brown. So how are we black? Black is something that you become if you get into the sun too much. Y'all are tripping, bro. Y'all are tripping, bro. Nobody's black. You still getting on TikTok talking about you are black. That's racism, bro. Those are the racists. Trying to divide us into some colors, falling for that. The naturalized citizens that are free white persons, they call themselves white because they are naturalized citizens. White is a status, but to counter them, you became black. Nah, you didn't miss the debate. It's not until February the 8th. I don't even have to study to beat him. I've been combating them Pan-Africans for years, Miss China. I'm talking about I'm a professional at embarrassing them dudes. Y'all just getting a gist of me on TikTok. I'm from YouTube. I've been destroying them dudes on YouTube. Like, they're playing with y'all over here like they don't know me, but they fear me. I don't even have to study to beat them dudes. And you feel me? So he been ducking because he haven't even set up the true platform on how we gonna do it. But I don't, like I say, I don't need no preparation to beat them. I've been studying for years. But anyway, our communities need to stop this divisional tug of war for who gonna be the face. And first of all, we are all N-words. I'm not gonna say the word, but that's what we call ourselves. They try to censor that word, but that's what our culture call ourselves. We are N-words. With the A, not the R, not the hard ER. We are N-words. That's our culture. That's what we are. We are American N-words, bro. You know, but on some proper stuff, we got a nationality. We use our nationality to communicate with the world. But we are all N-words. You know what I'm saying? We are all N-words, every last one of us. All that division must stop. The penalty lies on the divider because the lower self is satanic and evil and Luciferian and dragon and beast. The divider is a lower self quality. When a beast come amongst us dividing, he is a devil. A person of the higher self is loving, and they're bringing people together. They're going to do everything that's fruitful and bountiful. They're going to say the right words that's going to produce. A devil is going to divide, and that's what OG Lamp is. That old dude with the gray hair that's always cussing and talking negative, who used to try to rap from the streets. Go and look his videos up. He's always dividing because that's what they do. They don't bring anything to the table, so they take away. That's what the energy does, the negative energy does. I don't have to do that, but I'm going to defend us. I'll talk about people when I defend us, but I'm not trying to bring nobody down to prove that I can do this, I can do that. My qualities speak for themselves. My ability to expose the beast speak for itself. Doing the research on who the Americans is That's right. It describes Blanco. A lot of people ain't ready for that, Chris Thompson. A lot of people don't even know that. That Black, I follow him old school. He be on point sometimes though. He do though. But when he dividing, that's not good because that's what the older people do. And that's what I want y'all young people to see. As a younger person, we don't have no tolerance for them. Because they already, you got to understand, they sold out already, China. They sold out with the C-Rock, with that stuff they put on the women and the way they was treating our women. Look how his generation treated the women. They used to call y'all the H word. That's where we get it from, people like him. Look how much he cussing all the time. Look what they did. Now he want to come back and double back and cause more confusion. We cannot let older people do that no more. He's going to follow my lead. He's not my leader. He's an old fool. He going to be quiet and do what I say or else. Because guess what we do to old fools on the block? Especially yay smokers. You already know what it is. You already know what's going to happen to you. Because you already old and frail. So, yeah, you already know what it is. You're not playing no games with them dudes playing games on the block. Like, dude, move around. We not listening to you. You already sold out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can scam likely. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look at my old. I just dropped a couple of videos. You can go and check them out, and you'll see who I'm talking about. He be doing a lot of videos dividing us. And he caused so much confusion. Once you see the videos, you're going to see. He's a Pan-African, Royal, European Hebrew. He's everything. He's even Indian. This dude is everything. Trump signed the executive order, American Indians, not African. I don't really know if he did. I don't know. I've been watching Trump. First of all, you need to know Trump is a WST. And if you don't know what a WST is, I'm finna type it in the chat right now. I'm finna type it right now. I just typed it right now. That's what Trump is. I don't care what you say. You don't have the eye like me. You see how my eye is noticeable? A lot of y'all don't have a noticeable third eye because you don't know how to focus with that single eye. That's what Trump is. You don't understand that. Don't only respond to the headline. Yeah, I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff, that people type. You know what I'm saying? I am here for this, but I don't want people to think that I have a negative energy towards Africans. I don't. I love them, but that's not our nationality. We have an affinity for Caribbeans, South Americans, and Africans. It's a triangle of the lands. North America, Africa, South America. It's a triangle of the lands. Those people got to understand we are the natives up here like they are the natives down there. Y'all are up there believing these folks just trying to take our stuff. That is right. We are not African. We are American indigenous Indios. Whatever. What are you laughing for, Patriot? Come on, man. You coming in my chat laughing, bro. I expose y'all. How do I see what you type? I just typed it up there, man. Ain't no way you missed that. All you got to do is go up a few comments. And I can't say it. You know what I'm saying? He's a WST. What native language do you speak? Hit the link. I'll break it down to you. It don't take me no time. I don't like y'all coming in my chat asking questions, but I'll break it down to you. English actually consists of hundreds of native words. Like you're not gonna win over here, Patriot GT. All you got to do is hit the link though. But keep asking questions. I'll embarrass you. It don't take me no time. Trust me, I'm the one. They can't beat me. First of all, English encompasses several hundred Native American and Creole words. Have you ever heard of Creole? Creole means native. It means native customs. No, English is not from the United Kingdom. English is a pidgin language that borrows from other native people. Yes, Criollos. Right, that's an Andalusian Spanish word for native. Exactly, Creole, that's what we are. What you mean I can't say it? I can say it how my lingo and my... Right, English is Latin as well. It's a part of Latin, but it's also Indo-European. It's a accumulation of language. Creole is the mother language, exactly, and it started in American, right? A lot of people try to act like Creole started anywhere else but America. Like, stop. Move around. We are more educated than them, and they be coming in here laughing to Libra Harrison. It's like this is the disrespect that I be talking about with these people that come over here. They already have a preconceived notion about us. Most English words have Greek origin. No, it don't, because Greek is fake. Greek borrowed from Phoenician. It's fake history. It don't exist. You can go on Google right now, Greek fake history. It does not exist. It's made up by Slavic people to make themselves feel important. There's no such thing as Greek. Roman is fake as well. It only means royalty. The royal people of Jerusalem. That's all it means. That's right. They're just loud to, get in our way. But like I say, I'm one of the best ever. Nobody gets past me. If you tell misinformation, if you just up here playing games, I'm going to expose you. It's just too easy for me. I've been doing this for over a decade. Anybody who ever get on my panel that challenges me, so you're Aboriginal to North America. I am. I know that I am. You can see I have the features. I have the round nose. I have the copper skin. I have the woolly hair. I have all the prerequisites for aboriginality. If you know what an aboriginal is, the color of an aboriginal is brown, and they have woolly hair. So we are not pale. We are not people with lice. We are not, weak and frail. We are strong people. All right, you're a block. Clearly, I'm going to block you. I don't want to block you because you got Chief in your name, and I can prove that you are from Europe because Chief is a European word. I can really embarrass you right now. Chief is not a native word. Chief is not an indigenous word. It's actually a European word. And it's people like you who make this too easy for me because I know you don't know yourself. Chief is not an American word. It's actually a European word. It comes from Europe. English borrows from the words and then re-edits them to an agreed standard. Yes, exactly. But you gotta understand, she said block you, I'm gonna block you. I'm rocking with Talibra. I'm blocking you. Where are you at? You're blocked. Blocked. I'ma block them because they're people like that who will start reporting your channel. So I just block them. Did you know I already blocked you? You're done. You're done. Bro, we was in Europe before white. Exactly. I was just finna say that. I was finna tell you that. The United Kingdom is a part of the native people over here. The United Kingdom over there is a part of the United Kingdom over here. And they want to cover up history. And this is why I don't like a lot of these basic researchers. They just do the cover research that's taught in the fake history books. They just flagged my video for harassment. I just blocked them right on time. I just blocked them. Here go another one that's blocked. Got him. Got him. They just it had to be an African. It's probably an African. I'm in the video though, because they already flagged me for hate, for harassment. Look at this. They're flagging me because I said this man right here is an indigenous Australian, not an African. How is that worthy of even flagging? This is what we are up against, and we need to start a movement. They want to be us so bad. Exactly, Cecily Watson. Look at this. Somebody just flagged me because I said that man is not an African. This is a spiritual battle. The fact that it's 100 people in my chat, I know this is an important topic. Listen to me. That man is a Australian, and that's all I'm doing is telling y'all he's an Australian, and these people flag my channel. This is a battle that I know we can win. We can win this battle, and we must fight it as Americans because we are one of the strongest people on this earth, and they want to break us. And what they do is little by little attack us. Yes, we already won, but guess what, Talibra? We got to defend. And guess what? That's how we lost and let them in, because we wasn't defending. B people were in tribe clans who populated Amerix old tribals map. I believe you, Imani. Now you came up on For You page while scrolling. Yes, words are spells. Exactly. Thank y'all for support, man. I'm feeling the love because the last few videos I've been going live, like hundreds of people been in my chat, so I know I'm building up. You know what I'm saying? I'm building up the popularity, and I'm trying to bring other people in to give them a voice. That's how we don't lose. When we give the women a voice. I want to give like 20 women a voice. We need like women all over the country, like a chorus. Y'all women got to step up. Younger people got to know what the mission is. America, they tricking us out of being American, and they give us these little misnomer names. Because America is the law. It's what the ancestors agreed upon. We didn't agree on no color or no hairstyle. We didn't agree on being from no, that word right there. That's not what our ancestors fought for. They fought for this land because they are self-destructing. Exactly. They are. They are malfunctioning because as we get our stuff together, they can't be parasitical anymore and leeches. We have Albert Perry. He's the oldest American. Exactly. And we are also A022 haplogroup. We are designated as our own haplogroup, and people don't even know it. I really don't want to let you up here, but I'll let you up here right quick, Patricia. I'll let you up here right quick to see what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? To liberals say I'm well educated. You sure right? I know what's going on. Edward Smith says your speech makes no sense. Woo, this is what we dealing with, y'all. This is what we dealing with. We have the oldest X and the oldest Y. Exactly. We got the sister, the Eve gene. What's her name? Who had the Eve gene? And we have what's the sister name? I mean the homie name, Albert Perry. What's your topic about? It's about this brother is an indigenous Australian. He's an indigenous Australian. And he's also from the Morio tribe. It's called the Merriam tribe. His name is Patty Mills. He's a basketball player. What are you laughing for? You gotta hurry up and let me know what you're laughing for before I block you. Since you're typing all fast, let me know what you're laughing for because that's the topic. What are you laughing for? He's literally an indigenous Australian. He's an Aboriginal man. So hurry up and compete before I block you. You got I'm gonna give you 1 minute. 59, 58, 57, 56. What are you laughing for? Okay, what are you laughing for? Hurry up. 52, 51. You didn't mean to laugh. You're laughing because I said he's an indigenous Australian. So should I block them? Let me know, should I block them? Because I see the Mexico flag. I see the Mexico flag. You are dropping real knowledge with receipts. Exactly. I'm not doing nothing wrong. Hold on 1 second before I bring y'all up. Let me do a one-on-one with this person right quick. Everybody that's trying to get up here, 1 second. I got Patricia I Biote up here. What's going on?
Ibitoye.
What's going on? Abatoye. So you a South African, North African?
No, I'm Nigerian.
Oh, Nigerian. What a beautiful country you have there. So what is
Thank,
it that you agree with or disagree with?
thank you. So, I'm agreeing with the fact that every black person in America is not African, or in the whole world is not African. But then I would like to claim that when the earth, all the continents were formed together as something that we called Pangea. We knew that, and doing that, we knew we originated from the Homo sapiens. That was the little evolution that we had from the Homo sapiens. And we also know, because if you read more into history, you can see that, like, I think, like, it was like approximately like archaeologists found like fossils that belong to humans on the continent of Africa that aged over like 2.4 million years ago. So I would like to argue that I believe the first humans on Earth were Africans, which later migrated to Asia and Europe, and later migrated to the United States. That doesn't make them Africans though, because they found their home places. So they found their own places and they call those places their land. That is the fact. That is what I would like to put where I would like to put that little exclamation part mark on that. The first humans were Africans, but that doesn't make everybody African, because if you migrate from a country to another and you call that your place, then wherever you call your place is where you're from. But then, because that just gives, because I'm just saying that because like I believe like the first like people who settled here in America, they were people of color. I believe that. I totally believe that, because there's nothing else you can tell me. Because if there are not people of color, why do African people and Black Americans, like foundation of Black Americans, why do they have the same skin color? If all people originated from America, from Africa, that's the reason we all have the same skin color. And when you see like pictures of like what's it called, indigenous people, native people that are native to America, they all have dark skin. You rarely see people that most of them that have fair skin, they're black, but then they still have fair. They just have fair skin. So I'm not. My claim is not the first humans were Africans, but not everybody in the whole. Not all black people on different parts of the continent, of the whole earth, are African. That's all what I've got to say.
I appreciate your
Yeah.
answer.
So yeah, that's it.
That makes a lot of sense based off what you know. I'll give you that, right? But I do a lot of research, a ton of research, and I comprehend well. I know what the out of Africa theory entails. So I'm gonna break it down to you from my perspective. I'll listen to you.
Yeah.
So there's other species besides Homo sapiens, right?
I believe. Yeah.
And Homo sapiens are not the first species.
No, they're not, I know they're not the first. I'm just saying I was just saying like the evolution. I didn't
I
say they were
know,
the
I
first.
know
Yeah.
that's okay. I got you. I'm teaching you now. I'll let you teach me now. I'm about to
Okay.
teach you right quick.
Mhm.
So Homo erectus and Neanderthal are actually older than Homo sapiens. Neanderthals, their closest relatives actually are Australian Aboriginals and the Denisovans, which are the Melanesians. So I'm going to say that one more time. Neanderthals' closest relatives are that man, who are my Asiatic people. They are older than Homo sapiens. The, the Homo sapien is actually a primate, and it's a part of the ape species. So this is the problem what I have with out of Africa, because we did not invent this concept, and we never invented the concept of being apes. That is not what the ancient Egyptians taught. If you look in the pyramids and the murals, if you look at the Mayans who are the Americans and the Olmecs, they taught that America was the land of the gods, the land of the plumed serpent. So even the Egyptians or the Kemetic people, they taught that we are the children of the gods. They never said we were children of the apes. So you could never believe that you come from gods, but you evolved from apes. So this is the problem what I have with Darwinism and out of Africa. Second, out of Africa has been debunked. The people who did the genetic studies, the DNA testings, Rebecca L. Can and Alan C. Wilson, they took back these claims of out of Africa, and they started to support the out of Australia theory, because they realized Neanderthals are older than Homo sapiens. So they themselves took it back. And we have to take that into consideration, that out of Africa is a theory. Now, the Pangea thing you brought up, does make sense with the lands being locked and connected and being one solid rock at first before they split it. And technically, we are the same people because we do look alike. We do look alike, but there's no here or there who's the oldest because we are the same people. So you can't say Africans are the oldest people when we are the same people. No, we're all the oldest people. It's just that we stayed on our part of the land and y'all stayed on y'all part of the land. So there's no competition with who's the oldest. We are simply the same people and we are just earthlings. These names we give each other ourselves, Africa, America, Asia, these are just names from the lands we live on, but we are the same people. Like you said, the people with brown skin and woolly hair, or whatever. But that's the problem with the divisions. I support that, but I know for a fact Homo sapiens are not the oldest people. You can go and Google it right now, Patricia. Are Homo sapiens older than Neanderthals? And it's going to tell you no. Australian Aboriginals are classified as Neanderthals. So they're telling you. And guess what? The white tea people in Europe, they actually claim to be Neanderthals. So you're listen here. You're admitting that you're younger than white tea people, so that means they were here before you, which don't make no sense. Another thing, I'm finna show you this. Watch this. Watch this. Check this out. Okay, if you look down at the bottom right here, y'all can't really see. Hopefully, y'all can. There's some hairy people, some very hairy people, and they are called the I forgot what they call them. They got a name for them in Europe, but they are hairy. They have a lot of hair on their body, and apes have fur like them. You don't never find apes with woolly hair like us, curly hair. You don't have apes. They all have straight hair. So when they say out of Africa and Homo sapiens, that is their ancestors. That's not your ancestor. Also, and I'm going to end it with this, in America, they found some species. They found some species in America called Malachite man in Utah, and they found Vero man in Florida, and they are the real humans. They are the only complete human specimens that don't have this ape-like appearance. So when they say that you are Homo sapien, they are actually mocking you, trying to relegate you to a sub-ape species, and it's all based on racism. Darwinism is based on racism to prove Africans and us people of America are are beneath them, that we are subgroups, that we are less intelligent through craniomorphology. That's what they're proving by calling us Homo sapiens. It's all racism. And I would need more time to teach this to you, especially Africans, because when we hear them say out of Africa and Africa is first, we get happy. Oh, Africa is the motherland. They found the fossils. No, they are actually insulting us because we don't even know that Lucy is a part baboon. 37% is the is it's all of the skeletal remains is only 37% complete, and it is a primate, it is a ape. So by us getting happy that Lucy, the bones found over there, we're getting happy that they found a part ape, thinking that's our ancestor, and it's not, because we come from the gods. Now I hope you took that in with love, because I don't mean no insult. We are
Yeah,
the
I did take it out with love, but out of what you did, because you said you're a researcher. I'm also a researcher. I do a lot of clinical trials and stuff like that. And when you were talking about the part, there was one part I didn't really know that I just Googled, and it was when you were talking about Homo sapiens, or like you told me to Google, are Homo sapiens older than Neanderthals, or are Neanderthals older than Homo sapiens? Google actually said Homo sapiens were older than Neanderthals. But that is, I'm not going to argue that. If you did your research and you think they are, I'm going to go with you with the research you did, because I've learned not to trust Google every time.
exactly.
But from the research I did, because this is one thing I'm going to actually like disagree with you on. I did. Oh, sorry, let me take that back. I did not do that research, but from one of the studies that I've actually read on Neanderthals, which was actually the first and last research I read on Neanderthals, was that the race that is the closest to Neanderthals are East Asians. Because when you look at the population of East Asians, they have most of them have the O plus, most O positive blood group, and they have an Rh variant in their blood. So I don't know. I don't really know how to explain the RH variant to you. It's going to take a while before I explain that to you, but you can also Google that. It's something that's readily available on Google. You can Google what an RH variant is. So I'd
Hey,
say
can I
it's
ask the sister a
because
question?
excuse, can I
Let her
finish?
finish
Can
her
I
thought.
finish
Let
this
her
real
finish
quick?
her thought.
Yeah, thank you. And when you look at Neanderthals, they also have the O positive blood group. Most of them have the O positive blood group and the RH variant. So with that, I wouldn't say the Australians are closer to Neanderthals. I would say the East Asians are closer to Neanderthals. That's what I would say. But you can go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question, sister, if the host
Yes.
don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, based on your research, what is what country in Africa is purported to be the mother of all civilization?
It's
Based on
not
your
really
research.
a so the thing is it's not really a country, it's a part. So from my research, I've seen a lot of places say like Western Africa or Central Africa. But
Have you not come across where
I'm West
scholars have said
African, and
Ethiopia?
I'm West African, and I'm gonna say no, it's not West Africa. So
So you haven't done research where you saw some scholars, because you know this is not one answer, it's multiple answers, but many scholars agree that life originated in Ethiopia. Have you not come across that information on your?
of course, that's what I'm saying. That's I said Central Africa. I said no West Africa. I said Central Africa because I just finished. I just said I'm West African and I'm gonna say no, but I haven't made any comments about Central Africa or North
So
Africa.
the reason I
So
asked that is the reason why the brother is saying we have to question everything that's been given to us by the enemy. You know why? Because if we take the out of Africa theory, and if a lot of scholars are saying that the oldest fossils are within Ethiopia, and if this is true, if life came out of Ethiopia, Central Africa, my question is, when you look at, are you familiar with the South Sudanese people?
yeah, I am familiar with the South. I actually look like one actually, but I'm Nigerian. But go ahead.
Do you know that the South Sudanese people are the tallest people on average throughout Africa, the men and the women?
Yes, the South
Okay.
Sudanese and the Kenyans. Yes.
So South Sudan is right next door to Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if life originated out of Ethiopia, according to many scholars, how do you have some of the shortest people on average, Ethiopia, versus some of the tallest people on average, South Sudan? How does evolution explain the height difference? So this is a problem out of many.
See,
So
I believe that's where population genetics and like what's it called, population genetics and mutation in alleles and genes come into place. But I don't
but
really, I haven't done like research to that extent. But
right,
I would
yeah, I'm
believe
just
that's where population genetics comes in.
yeah, but what I'm demonstrating is if you hit me with your heart, you will see that if those are the original people, how do you go from short to tall if they're right next door to each other? So when you talk about, let's say, epigenetics, and we say that according to epigenetics, your environment determines it's responsible for a portion
Your
of
genotype or
your
your
DNA.
phenotype. Yeah.
So what I'm showing you is that there are flaws in that position. This is why, like, if you have you ever noticed, like, when it comes to uh, athleticism, for example, do you
Mm-hmm.
notice a pattern when it comes to, let's say, football, basketball, boxing, how the so-called blacks in America are more dominant in those particular areas?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I would say black
do
people
you,
in general. I would say dark skinned people in general.
I I wouldn't just say you got Steph Curry, you got people like that, so I wouldn't just say dark skin, but
Yeah, okay.
what I'm saying is when it comes to the modern world, right? When you look at the inventions, when you look at the music, when you look
Mm-hmm.
at the Michael Jacksons, the Princes, the Aretha Franklins, the Temptations, the Five Heartbeats, etc. When you look at the boxers, the inventors, the things that we created, if Europeans taught that the our African brothers and sisters are the mothers and fathers of civilization. Why isn't that we don't see that same ingenuity when it comes to the inventions, the athleticism, the music, the the trends that we set culturally? Why isn't that we don't see that same spirit amongst those people? So that's why I had the question. For me, I'm a truth seeker. I don't have a dog in the fight. I just want the truth. I just want answers. But I know, based on what's given to us by the enemy, we have to question everything. And that's why, for me, I started to call the actual genetic companies and ask them, what is your methodology in determining if I submit a DNA sample, how are you calculating that my ancestry comes from this particular part of Africa? And I started to find the flaws, and I started to look at the white paper, and I started to go into the terms of service, and I started to find the hypocrisy. I called the United States Census Bureau, and I asked them, is science a part of racial classification? She said no, it's voluntary, right? So wow, I didn't know that. I called Harvard. I started calling these prestigious universities. I asked them, do they have are there certain standards when it comes to what we refer to as black? And they say no. That's the old way of doing things. So we have to, as all people, have to realize there's a common enemy that's responsible for creating misinformation, and we have to humbly find answers. And I'm gonna yield with this. Everybody research this. And the brother may know about this. The host. There's a hoax. One of the biggest um, frauds in the history of anthropology. There's something called the Piltdown Man. Pilt DOWN man.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
So the Piltdown Man was a fabricated fossilized structure that came from different species put together as one to misrepresent that life originated in a part of Europe based on the racism at that time. And so when you look at the foundation of anthropology and you understand the origins, like the brother brought up the cranial, um, um, I forgot the term the brother used, but I've heard that before.
Morphology.
Morphology, right. So when you start to look at how they use certain things to benefit their narrative, you got to throw it all away in the trash. Me personally, I think Africa as a continent is the newest place on the planet. That's why it's more lush. Things are more. The people have such a more of like a beautiful, like baby energy. There, it's a newer place. The place I just from an observational standpoint, the Americas are older. Like if you look at the Amazon rainforest, if there's not a place in Africa, like if there's not a sacred place in Africa that can be destroyed where the world would stop. But if the Amazon rainforest, which is in the Americas, were destroyed, the whole planet would cease to exist. You know what I mean? I'm just showing you we got to kind of start looking at things on a different level. And I just want to bring a different perspective.
I'm glad. Oh yeah, Omar, you cooked, bro. I do want to say this because I got to meet Patty Mills. Like I said, when you playing in Brooklyn, and the crazy part is he was me and him was shopping it up for a little bit and stuff like that. And he was telling me, he like, bro, why y'all classify every person of color to Africa? I like, bro, I don't know, bro. And this was stuff 4 years ago.
Right.
So, and that's the thing too. We need to stop letting the white tea people change the narrative, and also people in Africa. We all gotta collectively change this narrative, bro. Like it's just it gotta stop. And it's crazy because one of the live too, people was laughing. I was like, bro, if I bring an Australian to, if I bring an Australian, westernize him, y'all gonna think he's from Africa. And they started laughing. The Pan African, I like, y'all know it's true, bro. Stop. And that's all I gotta say. Omar basically cooked. So
Yeah,
Omar,
Omar, there's something I would like to add because you were talking about the Amazon rainforest and if that falls, and how the whole earth is basically cooked. But I would also like to add that the Sahara Desert in Africa, in northern Africa, feeds the Amazon forest actually, because the Amazon forest basically survives of like the soil of the Sahara and like the Sahara dust, which is actually the largest desert. The Sorry, not desert, desert in the whole world. So that is what feeds the Amazon. So without that desert, the Amazon is not going to be there. The nutrients from the soil, the fallen leaves from the Sahara is what is making the Amazon thrive. So literally, that's what's making this. So if the Sahara is gone, the Amazon is gone.
Where did you get that from, my sister? Where can I find
I
more about
literally,
that? I
that
never
is
heard
a
that.
quick Google search. That's a quick Google
I've
search.
been teaching on that for years. The Sahara Desert actually feeds the Amazon. So we are symbiotically connected to Africa, and that's why we have people over there and here called the Amazon people. We've always protected these lands. So our ancestors, like, check this out. Like, it's some dust clouds. Every year, dust clouds come to America like sandstorms, and they literally feed phosphorus to the Amazon. So we depend on Africa. That's how we know those are our people. You know what I'm saying? We're connected to them because we got to protect these lands to keep the vegetation and everything. The problem is that I have is Africa is a name. That's not who we are. You can't just say we African because we look like somebody. That's the only problem. We have our own nationality. So I want African people to understand. Like, you might have a name called Nigerian. You don't want me calling myself Nigerian if I'm not from Nigeria.
Yes,
You know what I'm
Exactly.
that.
saying?
Yeah, I won't let you do that. Yeah.
So don't get mad because I don't want to be African because I'm not from Africa. That's all we're saying. We're
Yeah,
from
no,
America.
I'm not being mad. Like
No, no, no,
I
not you,
No, no, we're
not
not
oh,
talking
you.
about you. We're talking
oh,
about
okay.
general. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
and
I
that's
understand.
host. You know what's crazy? You would think that's common sense, bro. Like it does. Like it's crazy how they categorize us in one box. Y'all African. Y'all African. What do that even
Because
mean, bro?
I think the reason, so there's also one thing I would like you guys to know, because Africans that immigrate here to the United States, there's a lot of system they have to adapt to. Like when I moved here and I was filling something out for school, that was the first time I ever seen where I ask you that, oh, like ethnicity, what do you identify as? And like I was just like can't you see I'm black? Like can't you see I'm like black? But then the fact that they group like Black American or slash African American, I feel like that's because that's one of the that's like filling out forms to get into the United States is one of the first things that we see that is like, okay, this is how the United States works in our face. So most Africans think because Americans like classify as a one under one group when you're feeling something like they classify you under one group. They're like, oh, black or African Americans. They classify all of us under one group. I feel like that is the most Africans that do not do research or don't do anything. That's why they think that, oh, because they classify us under one group, we are one person.
Partition.
So with
Thank you, sister.
that's
Thank
the
you.
mentality they
The
bring
real question
here.
is which box did you
Thank you,
check though?
sister.
Did you check
Thank
black?
you.
Did you
And
check
me
African?
personally, if I was a politician, I would make that box different.
Right,
All
but
right.
can we get on that Amazon thing y'all talking about? Because
Yeah, yeah, we
Amazon is
can. I got you, Wells Boogie. Let me do my chat. I mean, my guest due diligence. I got other people that's been waiting. Let Cecily Watson say something, and then I'll
Hi
let you go in.
hi there. I just wanted to make a comment about the Aboriginals, and you had already agreed that words or spelling they put abor on there, so we just got to go with originals.
Right, right, right. We've been doing research on that for the last few years. You're real because abhor means to detest or go against or
Yes,
whatever.
sir.
So we need to really focus on the etymology of words, and we need our own councils of research. We are no longer accepting Europeanized euphemisms and word plays. That's out the door because we know they don't mean us no good. They want to relegate us to servants and workers. So they're done. Let's create our own councils of leadership and find a way to customize ourselves. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. And a lot of these things too, when Europeans do classify us all the same, it's because of migration, because they can send us back. That's how they look at it for real. They're like, yo,
Hmm.
we
or
classify.
check this out. They want us to default by defaulting our natural inheritance by
Yes,
claiming a color. We forget who we
we
are, so they
are.
can put a
Yep.
claim on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Right.
Yep.
someone in the comments was asking where the name Africa comes from. I would like to say I do not have a perfect answer to that because like I have googled that myself like before, and there has been a lot of like theories about like where that name came from, but the one that I do think is believable is it came from the Afri tribe, which are people that still exist in Africa, It was from the Afri tribe. But
Yeah.
there's places that like there's things that say like, oh, like there was one that which like the Koreans call Africa, they call it Africa. Africa, which is we mean is a Latin word that means sunny. I mean, yeah, because we do not experience winter in Africa. We only experience we have sunlight and harmattan. That's all we experience. And harmattan basically means cold winds.
Hey, I just
So
saw something interesting for
yeah,
Let
y'all.
me,
so
let me
it's
say this
something
right quick.
it,
I do research as well on etymology, and I know how they do us when it comes to claiming us. I mean, claiming our lands. So I'm gonna break this down to you. Um, there's a group of people in Africa called the Afrikaners. I'm sure you know about them, right?
mm-hmm,
And if you look at the word ivory, ivory and aphory sounds eerily similar. So
it does.
it actually means white land. So they're claiming your land. And there's another homonym called a freak. So they're
Yeah,
saying it's the
Afrik.
land of freaks. They're actually insulting you.
So
And
Afrik is a tribe of people,
no, no,
and
not
I believe
Afar, not the Afar Ethiopians. That's a tribe. And one, check this out. Your whole continent is not going to be named after one tribe. That don't make any sense because there's so many different ethnicities. So you're not going to name yourself after another ethnicity. You understand what I'm saying? That's giving them all the credit. And Afar in Africa is not the same word because ka means land. So it means white lands, and we know white is something without a soul. It's like being soulless, it's without spirit. So check this out. Like the word Sahara. Africa also is synonymous with the word Sahara. It means horrific. So what they're saying is the living conditions are horrific because of the weather. They're explaining the torrential terrains on how hard it is to live over there, especially with the wild game, the elephants and the lions and stuff. So they're saying Sahara, the Sahara Desert, is so horrific. You got to really pay attention to the wordplay that they be putting on y'all.
No, and
And
you,
what else
I
you
the
say?
only
do.
host, the only reason why I agree with you too, because like my tribal, right, Garifuna tribe, I speak, we still speak the linguistics, and when we was in Saint Vincent, right, they try to categorize as the black Karens because they're like, yo, we categorize ourselves as just the Karens because they categorize us as the black Karens. Be like, look, you are descended from slave, when which we never was. But like
Right.
you said, that's exactly what they do. And another thing too, like my people when the French kept bringing the slaves in Saint Vincent, we was like, nah, bro, that ain't like us. And that's why we actually speak the Arawakan language because we wanted to distinguish ourselves from them. Like, we're not Africans, bro. And
And
that's
then
exactly
what they do is they create an alternative history for all of the brown tribes, right, or the nations. So while you're claiming to be black, they gonna scoot in their little mestizos
Yep.
and
Hmm.
create a fake history and just
Yep.
eventually just shadow y'all out. You know, understand they do this to everybody. That's what British do
Yep.
all across the planet. And
Yeah.
one more thing, let me give y'all a warning because they already gave me a warning. Just be careful for what y'all say because I don't want to end this live. This is a great bill.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh yeah, you already know. Hey, I just
Oh,
found some research. So you know how y'all brought the information. I had never heard about this. The the connection between the Amazon rainforest and the Sub-Saharan desert. But I
yeah,
don't.
look that up, man. Look that
I,
up to
I
see how we
yeah, I
are
just looked it up.
symbiotically connected.
Now I looked it up, but I still got to question that. The reason why, here's why. We know that the more that we advance, we start to find holes in their position. And as we find holes in their, and I'm gonna prove what I'm about to say. It's about to blow y'all away. This shit crazy. So because they've lied to us, they're going to find different ways to connect certain things to support
The
their
lie.
lie, right? So watch this. I don't know if the host you want to put this on your screen, but if you go to Google and you type in just type in monkeys rapid across the Atlantic, and you should see an article by the Smithsonian. I'm gonna show you why this is so important, just to show you what these devils be doing. So there was a particular species of primates that were taught to have only originated out of Africa. Come to find out, these so-called primates were